Typically, before we start this lesson, we like to encourage everybody to get colored pencils. If you're in the room, you'll obviously have access to these. If you're not in the room at the time, hopefully you have some at home. We're definitely going to use blue and red, and if you have green, that's helpful as well. This is section 4. It's on conditional statements and their converses. In math, you're going to come across many if-then statements. For example, if a number is even, then it is divisible by 2. That's an if-then statement because the word if and the word then is in the statement. That's called a conditional statement. Also notice how it's color-coded. The blue portion comes after if, and the red portion comes after then. We're going to call that blue portion the hypothesis. The red portion of the statement is going to be called the conclusion. So the hypothesis comes after the word if, but it doesn't include the word if. Look at the bottom of the slide. The hypothesis would be just the words, a number is even. The conclusion comes after the word then. It does not include the word then. The conclusion would be, it is divisible by 2. Here's a conditional statement. Again, it's color-coded. If it is Saturday, then Elisa plays soccer. All we want to do here is identify the hypothesis and the conclusion from the conditional statement. Remember, this is color-coded to make it easier for you, this first example. The hypothesis is blue. The conclusion is red. So your hypothesis would be, it is Saturday. Conclusion would be, Elisa plays soccer. Common mistakes, again, would be trying to put the word if in the hypothesis. Don't do that. If shows you where the hypothesis is. Same thing with the conclusion. Do not include the word then in the conclusion. The word then shows you where the conclusion is. That's a simple exercise. Now, probably the trickiest thing in this whole lesson would be the next thing we're going to look at. There are other ways of stating a conditional statement so that it means exactly the same thing as something else. So these statements are other forms of the same conditional that's listed above. You could say this instead. Elisa plays soccer if it is Saturday. What we did there was we listed the conclusion first. We put the word if in the middle, and we finished the statement with the hypothesis. That statement has the same meaning as the original conditional statement. Another way to do it would be to not use the word if or then at all. You could say, every Saturday, Elisa plays soccer. That has the same exact meaning as the other two statements listed above. So in this particular case, we would say the word every. Sometimes you would say the word all. Say your blue words, red words. Don't use the word if. Don't use the word then. Here's a slide that has that written out for you. So this is a nice little template. Obviously, the H's are all blue. Those are your hypotheses. Hypotheses. The C's are red. Those are your conclusions. So the first statement would be, if, write your hypothesis, then write your conclusion. If you want something to mean the same thing as that, write the conclusion, write the word if, finish with the hypothesis. Third thing, you could say the word all or every, depending on which fits the statement the best. State the hypothesis, state the conclusion right after. Okay, so to review, in that first statement in that template, you're using the word if and the word then. In the second form, you're just using the word if in the middle of the statement. This third statement, you're not using the word if or the word then. We'll try some examples in the next video.